This morning the Lovisa Holdings Ltd. (ASX) LOV share price raced to an all-time high of $8.20 following the release of the jewellery retailer's half-year results. For the 6 months ended December 31, Lovisa delivered revenue of $118.6 million and net profit after tax of $24.8 million. This was an 18.9% and 22.5% increase, respectively, on the prior corresponding period. While a 10.8% increase in its store network played a role in this solid performance, an impressive 7.4% lift in like-for-like sales contributed strongly. I think this was an exceptional performance considering how weak retail conditions have weighed heavily on other retailers. This morning the Lovisa Holdings Ltd. (ASX) LOV share price raced to an all-time high of $8.20 following the release of the jewellery retailer's half-year results. For the 6 months ended December 31, Lovisa delivered revenue of $118.6 million and net profit after tax of $24.8 million. This was an 18.9% and 22.5% increase, respectively, on the prior corresponding period. While a 10.8% increase in its store network played a role in this solid performance, an impressive 7.4% lift in like-for-like sales contributed strongly. I think this was an exceptional performance considering how weak retail conditions have weighed heavily on other retailers, including the embattled Myer Holdings Limited (ASX) (MIA). On the bottom line, Lovisa generated earnings per share of 23.7 cents for the half, allowing it to declare a fully franked interim dividend of 13 cents per share. Store growth. Of the 31 stores that were added to its network in the first half, over a third of them were in the UK market. Lovisa more than doubled its footprint in the UK to 23 stores during the half. I expect more of the same in the future and believe it has a similarly strong opportunity in the market as Premier Investments Limited (ASX) PMV does with its Smiggle brand. Another highlight was the launch of its first store in the United States. Although no formal sales data was provided, since opening in November the store appears to have generated $150,000 in sales by my calculation. Lovisa's Australian and New Zealand-based stores generated on average approximately $450,000 of sales per store during the period, which would put the US store performance at least on a par with these stores based on its limited opening time. I believe this could be a sign that the brand has been well received and that an expansion throughout the US is a possibility. Should you invest? Based on today's results, Lovisa's shares are changing hands at approximately 25x trailing earnings. Whilst this isn't particularly cheap for a retail share, I think its current growth profile means it is deserving of this premium and would suggest investors consider snapping up its shares. As well as Lovisa, I think these top growth shares are destined for big things in 2018. Top 3 ASX blue chips to buy in 2018. For many, blue chip stocks mean stability, profitability and regular dividends, often fully franked. But knowing which blue chips to buy, and when, can be fraught with danger. The Motley Fool's in-house analyst team has poured over thousands of hours worth of proprietary research to bring you the names of the Motley Fool's top 3 blue chip stocks for 2018. Each one pays a fully franked dividend. Each one has not only grown its profits, but has also grown its dividend. One increased it by a whopping 33%, while another trades on a grossed-up, fully franked dividend yield of almost 7%. The names of these top 3 ASX blue chips are included in this specially prepared free report. But you will have to hurry. Depending on demand, and how quickly the share prices of these companies moves, we may be forced to remove this report. Click here to claim your free report. Motley Fool contributor James Mickleborough has no position in any of the stocks mentioned. The Motley Fool Australia owns shares of and has recommended Premier Investments Limited. We fools may not all hold the same opinions, but we all believe that considering a diverse range of insights makes us better investors. The Motley Fool has a disclosure policy. This article contains general investment advice only, under AFSL 400691. Authorized by Bruce Jackson. 2 new stock picks every month.